What's good, YouTube? Y'all already know we your boys. Them boys crazy. Y'all already know it's your boy Woods, Robert Penny Smoke, man.
I already know what's going on. Know it's your boy Cameron Fish. Anything you see face, you know it's time for another reaction.
Yes, sir, man. I ain't on that, man. R.I.P. King Von, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, I used to hear so much about, bro, like how bro real deal was, you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, everything he rapping, and all this stuff. So they got videos here and there, you know what I'm saying, on it. But this video right here in particular, I just want to real deal watch this because I've been seeing it around. I see people react to it, but I ain't never watch it. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see this jump firsthand. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get into this, John. Let me turn this on real quick.
Yeah. See what these folks talking about.
Back to that breaking news live from Chopper 2, a mass shooting. At least 6 people shot. This all happening at 65th and King Drive in Parkway Gardens.
The age ranges of
They might stay talking about what do you call it, King Drive?
people ranging from 14 to 23 years old.
They from there, don't come here, please don't.
His name is Davon Bennett, a.k.a. King Von. He's been on the street for too long. I want him off the street today. You guys ready? Ready, sir. Let's do it.
Alright, so probably the person that I get the most requests to do a video on, and the rapper I've been rocking with for a while now is King Von. No doubt the most demonic figure that's come out of Chicago since the drill music wave in the 2010s. Fans are really enamored with his storytelling and music videos, but for the life of me, I don't know how King Von is a free man. I mean, bless him, all blessings to him. He's somehow been able to 2C slide and dodge every single case that's been thrown at him since he was 15.
And it's crazy, we be saying that, we said that about Chief Keef and him, but them folks, it's like
Like how y'all out?
it's like them folks got the plug or something with this court system.
Every case.
Oh,
Every
I
case.
His partner Rondo was toting a bazooka on the gram. King Von was on Twitter arguing with a mortal enemy over how many
was crazy. I
bodies
remember that like it
they
was
each got.
yesterday.
And this was trolling the fuck out of the police, right? They couldn't stand it. See, in Chicago, only 20% of murders ever get proved.
That might say 20%.
forward to the road ahead.
Folks, it's
Yeah, when you saw
Proven
it,
80% go unsolved.
20 years for the murders, plus the gun harassment law, that's 21 years. So that's 41 years, that's just for the murder. And I got 2 attempt murders.
And you beat all those charges. You were acquitted.
Yep, wanna play.
Now, we're gonna get into all of this, but before we
That's
do,
wild.
let me show you my song of the day. This is Mark Battles. Let's go.
Ain't been happy in a while. I be staring in the mirror trying to
I message you, big brother. You know what I'm saying?
this ain't what we came here for.
back what happened.
This is not what we came here for, dog. There we go.
More specifically, the Parkway Gardens in the South Side. But you probably know it as O-Block. Now, not only is this the home of Chief Keef and King Von, it's also the home of the former First Lady, Michelle Obama, who, when she looks back at her experience, says it was never as bad as it is now. The area has always been a huge war between 2 factions, the BDs and the GDs.
So
And this
crazy
war has
how
been
close
going
they
back
is,
since
bro.
at least the 90s. But back then, there was more structure, it was organized, and it was mostly a battle over drug trade. The BDs controlled a massive 16-story housing complex just 2 minutes away from O-Block, posting snipers on the roof to protect their drug dealers. Lookouts were equipped with night vision goggles, and the entire organization was pulling in 300,000.
This man said night vision, God. Like this one real deal, like
It was on the go, guy.
snipe with the night vision goggles, bro.
Look, you just trying to walk. You finna go to the little corner store real quick. You can get your head sniped like a
I already
mother.
know them fuck like you trying to go to that store, you better go before this sunset, you hear me? For
So they can see that face, goddamn.
Man, well, who you? You don't know. Who said that? Man, that's crazy.
$1,000 a day for damn near 15 years. The BDs were run like a corporation. Money was laundered through investments into apartment buildings, a record label called MOB, a car wash, and a nightclub in Atlanta. But the leadership was taken out in 2004 with a massive police raid. Their headquarters was permanently closed.
You know what that sound like, bro? That sound like New Jack City.
I seen like a this what's bro name? The Larry Hoover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They pretty more like that.
Yeah.
Cause
basically.
I heard, you know, they had got that from like some real life stuff. I just ain't know exactly, you know, who was over all of it and where it actually came from.
I know for real deal living like that
Man,
for
I'm
real.
living like that. Got the whole town on lock.
Demolished. 50 people were charged. Whole leadership gone. All the BDs migrated to O Block and created alliances with the sets around the area to go against their rival gang, the GDs. Now the GDs, which stands for Gangster Disciples, also had their leadership taken down. And now neither of the two gangs have any structure anymore coming from the top to the bottom. It's basically just kids running around with a profound hatred for each other, trying to blow each other's heads off. And this shit escalated even further in the 2010s with Chief Keef and the rise of drill music. Chief Keef, Rondo, Lil Reese, Lil Durk, and most of the people who saw success during the height of the drill scene were all black disciples. The Gangster Disciples had very little representation in mainstream music. Their most notable figures were FBG Duck, Lil J.
Bruh, you know how it's like Chief Keef, he invented the drill music and all that stuff. I wonder, is it on some, like, is he the one who called it drill music? Like he said, man, this what we gonna, like, this drill music, or was it already something he just made it popular?
I think it low key was on some like, I don't know. It is a good question.
Cause everybody like, you know, he started the drill music, so I was like, did he real deal like started, or was it kind of around, but he just made it like real popular?
I feel like it's on some like, it was kind of popular in their city. But he was like one of the first, you know what I'm talking about?
Really push it, like make it more known. Yeah, probably on some stuff like that.
JoJo. So the fact that Chief Keef and O Block were able to control the airwaves and the popular sound made it so they could put super disrespectful lyrics towards the Gangster Disciples in their songs, and it would become mainstream. The best example is Tuka.
Bro, you wanna know something so crazy though, bro? I ain't gonna like cause you know, like I said, internet wasn't just really how it is now when he first came out. I'm talking about, bro, like you would hear songs like that, folks just be screaming and didn't know what they were talking about, but it just sound good.
Yeah, it just sound good. And
I'm telling you, bro.
That's why I said, I think that's why they be making it such a big deal now. Cause it's like back then, you know, we just thought it was like
just like
something
a
that sound
little
good, but now that everybody know what it is, but people still, you know what I'm saying
still gonna say it. Folks still gonna do what they do now. They just crazy, man. Back then, everybody was what?
Rocking out.
Tuka's death became the focal point for a lot of violence because the gang members that killed Tuka then used social media to really insult his memory.
In this case, you have this young man actually in his coffin, and this image has also been defiled.
See, Tuka was a deceased 15-year-old boy that Chief Keef and Durk would constantly mock in their songs. And the lyric became so popular, you had rappers like Lil Pump who had nothing to do with the situation. He's from Miami. You had Young M.A. who's from New York, and even NLE Choppa who's from Memphis.
I remember when Young M.A. did that. And them folk got on her ass and they made her apologize. She like, I ain't know, I mean no disrespect. I'm like, man, wait, but it's just.
Could use Tuka in their songs or in everyday life without even knowing what it meant.
Now, you recently said some shit about Lil Pump. Did he use the smoking Tuka line?
To this day, he probably thinks that everything all groovy. But no, when I see you, I'm gonna slap you.
Young M.A. said it in her verse, and then she apologized for it.
And that's all I wanted.
See, the hatred between the GDs and the BDs.
I watched that interview, and it just be so crazy how he just so nonchalant and so chill. It must say, man, that's all I want. But it's so crazy how these folks really got everybody. Like everybody. Like you said, them folks saying it in a rap, people saying it for no reason. Just folks be playing a video game. Like how what's that man's name? YBN How Chiqui was telling them like chill out and all that stuff, how they folks on the game and stuff playing Grand Theft Auto, and he said that, I was just like, it's crazy, bro. Cause even though now he like, bro, chill out, bro, this stuff. Oh, now I'm like, you did kind of, you know.
That's why I said I'm gonna be real. In my opinion, bro, how it is He's on stuff like Chief Keef was saying it, and didn't nobody know what it was.
Yeah.
But when King Von came out, that's when everybody knew. Like everybody knew exactly what was going on. 'Cause that man was
And kind of like brought it back up.
yeah type stuff.
Ran so deep, the feud was so strong. You even got King Von on video teaching a little kid how to shoot a water gun while saying F Tuka.
Fuck Tuka.
Yeah.
Shoot him in his head. Boom. Fuck Tuka. Say it.
Now the death of this kid, Tuka, spawned something that was never before seen. A 17-year-old female assassin named Jakira.
Bruh.
Yeah, that was she about it, bro. Yeah, I seen little videos about her.
Man.
That's crazy.
It is a social media account dedicated to avenging his death.
She was known to her rivals as somebody who was willing to shoot first, to ask questions later. It's all over the internet.
Jakira was on social media bragging about the shootings that she had done. She was proud, and she let everybody know. She was very quick to let you know that she was violent and that she was not afraid to shoot somebody.
It was said Jakira was responsible for at least 15 shootings before she herself was eventually killed. Afterwards, a 4chan user hacked her Twitter and leaked DMs showing her and King Von had this weird back and forth where King Von was attempting to romance her in like a mocking way. I don't know, maybe it was real, despite the fact that they were both rival gang members. And she didn't like dudes, she liked girls. But reading the tweets and listening to his interviews, you could tell King Von is a clever, smooth talker, right? He's smooth, but he's also a goddamn demon. A blood trail seems to follow him wherever he goes. And King Von was becoming an infamous figure in the Chicago PD briefing rooms. Oh, they hated him. Police would bring him in for an armed robbery charge, possession of an illegal firearm, and they had suspicions of other stuff that they could never prove. One murder of a kid named Modell, allegedly, according to the internet detectives on Reddit, has King Von's name written all over it. It happened on a Saturday night where 24 other people were wounded across Chicago, but that wouldn't stop King Von from boasting about Modell's death on Twitter all the time. Now finally, in 2014, the police thought they had something. Von and one of his friends were at a crowded house party when a rival GD named Malcolm Stuckey was in the corner, mean-mugging them. Von and them took offense, immediately left the party, came back 45 minutes later, shooting at the kid Stuckey, who was outside, along with 2 other people who tried to run. Stuckey was killed, the 2 others were wounded, and King Von and his friend were snatched up by police a couple days later. After 3.5 years, the trial finally started. It lasted a grand total of 5 days. Witnesses couldn't be located. Von kept his mouth shut for the whole 3 years, while his friend confessed to doing the shooting. So, Von beat the case, went home.
I remember before talking about something like that. It's crazy.
And his friend got 28 years. As soon as Von was out, the dude he was always arguing with on Twitter, named Wooski, who's a gangster disciple, and his mortal enemy.
I remember, dog, when, boy, they did that boy dirty.
Was attending a funeral at the Bethlehem Star Baptist Church when all of a sudden, an AK-47 pistol, aka a Draco, was whipped out and started spraying into the crowd. Dozens of shots rang off, and Wooski was shot. Now he survived, and King Von was not responsible for this, but that does not stop him from mocking him every chance he gets on Instagram Live.
He ain't been the same. He don't talk shit no more, nothing. I don't know what the fuck. Some brothers be changing them motherfucker. Oh, man.
And this is why Von's fans fuck with him, right? It's the authenticity, it's the allure of the savageness, right? That the fans like. They like that in their music. I don't think they like it in real life, though. Anyways, now Von is in Atlanta making crazy music videos with dope storylines, and his channel's got 150 million views in 11 months, right? He's blowing up, and his fans are diehards, right? They're crazy. They read into everything he posts, looking for clues. Like this man posted an Insta story just trying to promote his new music video, and people were reading into how many skulls he put in his caption, like 7 skulls, that's 7 bodies.
I hate when folks do that, bro. When folks be trying to reach, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, be like, but not for real. He got 10 bodies.
Nah,
Put 7
real.
skulls on his. Yeah,
I be like,
bro, come on.
Then the song he played match up with it, I'll be like,
And it be also still like, bro, even if it is true, that's still not enough
yeah.
to prove that's what they mean.
Like them folks said, bro, it be the fans getting folks locked up. Like, God,
Really?
you helping them folks out. Like, sit your
They really the police, for real.
Bodies. It even got to the point where King Von went live on Instagram himself and said, listen, if the internet was right about the bodies people had, they would be in jail. So don't believe when anyone says. I repeat, anyone. And I'll be honest, I hope that's true. Bless him. All I know is listen. In Chicago, the clubs close at like 12, right? It doesn't go past 12 because of the violence. And I know that King Von can't go to Canada to do shows. He can't go to overseas to do shows. So it's a blessing and a curse, right? Because of his history, King Von creates this allure and this personality that people want to rock with his music, but also fucks up his business opportunities because he can't leave the country. That's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you want me to cover next? Make sure you subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one.
Man, bro, that's what I said, bro, that man real deal. That's what I said, them folks in Chicago, bro, them folks, it's just like them folks real deal. Them folks in Chicago, like them folks real deal, just, I don't know, bro.
I don't care.
And I feel like how it is on some real stuff though, bro, how it is, like, it's like that everywhere, but theirs got out there because it's a lot of people that rap, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like once the drill music and stuff came out, I feel like they started getting talked about a little bit more. Because Chicago always been that type of city where a lot of, you know, even back then, you know what I'm saying, Larry Hoover and all them folks, but when it, you know, over the years, when that drill music came out, I feel like people was really paying attention to what they had going on.
That's why I said the internet, bro, the internet it show you a lot. Because I feel like if the internet was back, if the internet was out tough like back then when they had the snipers on the roof,
that's wild.
Them folks said, everybody said night goggles.
And it be so crazy because you was talking about something now, they be like, yeah, it was, but back then, it was crazy too. And we'd be like,
them the real gangsters.
We'd be like, what? But you were like, hold on, y'all had snipers on the roof.
On the roof.
With night vision goggles, like that's on.
Making this much money at night.
Yeah,
that's crazy, I ain't gonna lie. But hey, if y'all like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the rest, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boys, them boys crazy. And we out.